All right, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight. This is a lot of fun, and we have another wonderful show for you. This one was also selected by Walden Hughes, and this is going to be an episode of Nero Wolfe. So let me get Walden on the mic to tell you a little bit about why he selected this show. Walden, here is the mic.
Well, I'll tell you one quick story. I know Rex Stout's daughter, Rebecca, and it's interesting how he worked. He owned a family farm in Connecticut. He worked outside 11 months out of the year. They think of a Nero Wolfe story. Then he locked himself in his office for 30 days and knocked out a novel. And that's what he did for 40 years, doing it that way.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's how he... So I guess that's the secret. Work outside for 11 months, come up with an idea, and knock it out in 30 days. So... Nero Wolfe is a fun show. Sidney Greenstreet did it. The strange thing, and I don't think none of us radio historians have figured it out. Maybe Larry Albert has. About every 3 weeks they change Archie. So maybe Larry, you'll be able to hold on to the part more than 3 weeks. So,
but that's Harry Nile. I don't need Archie.
That is the strange part about this show. But it's a fun show. And Lindsey, take it away.
Thank you, Walden. All right, thank you so much, everyone. And now we will bring you Nero Wolfe.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ringing of that phone bell brings you Mystery Adventure.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin speaking. Just a moment, please. Hey, boss. Mr. Tom Wilcox wants an appointment. How about 1 o'clock?
Archie, no appointments today. I intend to pot some dendrobium offsets.
1 o'clock will be fine, Mr. Wilcox.
Is he the Tom Wilcox who was acquitted yesterday of the murder of that singer, Keith Hansen?
Mr. Wilcox, are you the Tom Wilcox? Oh, you are.
Well,
I see.
what does he want with me?
Mr. Wilcox, why do you seek Mr. Wolfe's services? I see. Well, our fee is $1,000 with a retainer of $500, okay? Oh, yes, Mr. Wolfe will see you. What's that? Hey, what was that? Hey, Mr. Wilcox.
Yeah, Archie, stop shouting, hey.
He whispered something at the window, and then someone was at the window, then I heard a shot, and he dropped the phone. Boss, I'm afraid we just lost a client.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that renowned genius who is the bulkiest, most ponderous, and most brilliant detective in the world. Yes, none other than that chairborne mass of unpredictable intellect, Nero Wolfe. Created by Rex Stout and brought to you in a new series of adventures over this NBC network in the person of Mr. Sidney Greenstreet.
This episode is one Nero Wolfe refers to as a slight case of perjury. It all started with a phone call from Tom Wilcox and the ensuing shot, which I was sure had brought our newfound income to an early end. Anyway, there was a shot and... Hello, Mr. Wilcox? Hello? Boss, I'm certainly waited long enough for him to come back to the phone. We may have just lost a nice bankroll.
Nonsense, Archie. Other clients will rescue us. Now for a cool bottle of beer, Archie.
We're almost out of beer.
Yeah.
I better go over there and see what happened to Mr. Wilcox.
The beer first.
Nero Wolfe's office, Archie Goodwin speaking. Oh, Wilcox, are you all right? Well, what was that shot? It was, huh? Oh, I'm glad it missed.
Tell him to come right over here.
Yeah, you dug the slug out of the wall. Well, come right over here.
Yeah.
Boss, the police never found the gun that killed Keith Hansen.
No gun was found.
Well, Wilcox says he thinks he was shot at with a .32. He dug the slug out of the wall. The murderer of Hansen must now be after Wilcox.
Yeah, if Wilcox is telling the truth.
Oh, he was acquitted. The society girl, Mrs. Patricia Park, established his alibi, said she was with Wilcox at the time of the murder, when it was supposed to have occurred.
I read the papers, Archie.
Yeah, well, where's last night's paper? Wow, Bob, look at her picture. She's a honey.
Archie, will you get me some beer?
Well, if you move your arm 6¼ inches, you can't possibly miss it. Mr. Wolfe, this is Tom Wilcox, our new client.
How do you do?
Archie, red leather chair for Mr. Wilcox.
Mr. Wolfe, I'd like your aid in finding the murderer of Keith Hansen.
Indeed. Where do you suppose you were shot at this morning?
I gave a statement to the press last night, which was printed this morning, say that I was going to seek out the killer of Keith Hansen.
Yeah.
The killer obviously wants me stopped. Here's the bullet, a .32, I'd say.
Why did you go to Keith Hansen's apartment on the day after his death? They have on the day of his death.
I went there to tell him to stay away from my sister. We had a fight.
Yeah.
The manager came, stopped us. I told Hansen I'd kill him if he didn't lay off. The manager heard that.
Oh.
Yeah, then I went home.
What time was that?
About 8:30. The police claimed I returned to Hansen's apartment and shot him. I couldn't prove I was at home all night. It was going rough for me until Patricia Park testified she was with me at the time when the crime was said to have been committed.
Why didn't you tell the police in the first place that this Patricia Park was with you?
Well, that's the whole trouble. She wasn't.
What?
Her claim that she spent the hours from 9 until midnight with me was a lie. In fact, I'd never met the woman in my life.
Have you contacted this Patricia since your release, Mr. Wilcox?
Yeah, but she refuses to see me.
Archie, phone Mrs. Patricia Park. Tell her that you must see her at once for her own good. Time is of the essence.
And what else can you tell me, Mrs. Park?
Mr. Goodwin, I haven't anything to say that I have already said.
All I want is a simple answer as to why you lied about being with Tom Wilcox.
Well, Tom Wilcox is a very fine man, but he isn't telling you the truth.
Did you commit the murder and succeed in establishing your own alibi by swearing you and Tom Wilcox were together 10 miles from the scene of the crime?
I did not.
Do you own a gun?
Don has one around.
Who's Don?
Don's my husband.
Oh, is he here?
I doubt it. He's never here. Spends most of his time at the bookies, throwing away every cent he can to get his hands on. I've had to cut his allowance to practically nothing.
Well, doesn't he work?
No, he studied medicine but gave it up. He was an illustrator for years, but gave that up when his eyes were burned in a plane crash.
And where's the gun?
It's in his desk. It used to be in here.
What caliber?
I don't know.
Where were you at 10 o'clock this morning?
Oh, I think I was with the cook.
Well, someone fired at Tom Wilcox this morning through the window.
No, oh no, Archie, please don't continue with this investigation, please.
How well did you know Keith Hansen?
Not very well, but enough to realize he was no good. Mr. Goodwin, if you will drop this case, I'll give you $1,000 cash.
Not interested. But I am interested in learning why you lied, why Tom was shot at this morning, and why you should try to bribe me.
You must stop for your own sake.
How will it benefit me to step out of it?
The killer tried to stop Tom Wilcox. You might be next, and he may not miss this time.
Go on. Why have you been protecting Wilcox?
I believe Tom Wilcox was innocent, and I didn't want him to be sentenced to die, so I lied at the trial.
He told us today he'd never seen you before.
That's true, but he looked so innocent, so clean and good and decent.
That's not very believable. If you don't think Wilcox killed Hansen, who do you think did it?
Please believe me, Archie, I don't know. I tell you, I don't know.
Hey, sis. Hey, what's the matter? Are we intruding?
Hello, Marge. Brad, come in. This is Mr. Goodwin, my sister and brother-in-law, Marge and Brad King.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Hello. What gives? And who's Mr. Goodwin?
A private detective, Marge. I've just explained to Mr. Goodwin that I wasn't with Tom Wilcox at the time of Keith Hansen's murder.
Pat? Why did you tell him that?
Mr. Goodwin, I hope you'll not use this knowledge against Pat.
Did you all know Keith Hansen?
Yes, and my husband and Keith went to school together.
Yeah, Keith, Don, and I were on the same polo team.
Where were you at the time of the Hansen murder, Mr. King?
He and Don were attending a horse show at Madison Square Garden. Marge and I didn't want to go. We stayed here.
Mm-hmm. And where were you at 10 o'clock this morning, Mr. King?
Oh, I had an appointment with my dentist, Dr. Flagg, Rockefeller Center.
And you, Mrs. King?
I was shopping. Ilsa's salon, a sale on dresses. Why all this questioning?
Marge, someone tried to kill Tom Wilcox this morning.
What?
May I use the phone, Mrs. Park?
Yes, of course. First door on your left.
Suppose you try to find the gun.
Marge, that gun is missing from the desk.
I haven't seen it.
Do you know the caliber, Mr. King?
It's 32, I think.
Ah,
It must be in the house.
well, for your sake, I hope you find it.
Nero Wolfe speaking.
Archie, boss.
You should have reported long ago. She must be very pretty.
Pat Park admits she lied. She claims now she was with her sister, Marge King. Marge and her husband, Brad, have alibis. All have alibis for this morning. I'll check them before I return.
Where were they on the night of the Hanson murder?
Brad and Don Park, that's Pat's husband, were at the Madison Square Garden Horse Show. Pat and Marge were together here at the house.
Impossible to verify the Madison Square Garden alibi at this date. Check all the rest. Come home for lunch. It's Oysters, Rockefeller.
Has Inspector Kramer arrived yet?
He has, and left the police records on the Hanson murder. Taken the bullet, Wilcox brought in to be checked at ballistics.
Good. Pat had a .32 caliber gun in the desk in the library. It's now missing. Yeah. And boss, Pat just offered me $1,000 to quit the case. When I refused, she said if I didn't lay off, something might happen to me.
Oh, dear me. That would be most upsetting. Hey. After lunch, I want you to visit the late Keith Hanson's apartment. Bye.
Before you join the others, Mr. Goodwin, I want to talk to you.
All right. Close the door, Marge.
Pat didn't mean anything when she offered you money, Archie, and she wasn't threatening you, honest.
I'm convinced, but why the pressure?
Why don't you sit down? Here by me.
Okay, what's on your mind?
Archie, I can add another 1,000 to what Pat offered. Wouldn't that be enough, Archie? I can give it to you right now. Brad will write a check.
Does Brad want me to stop too?
He said you couldn't be persuaded.
Every one of you seems to have had a reason for killing Hanson. None of you apparently liked him. Now, be a good little girl, Marge, and stop trying to act like a Delilah. If you're innocent, you have nothing to worry about.
You're stuffy. I hope you do get hurt.
Ah. Well, thanks a million. Now, let's join the others.
I don't know.
Well, Pat, did you find the gun?
I can't find it anywhere. Oh, Mr. Goodwin, this is Don Park, my husband.
How do you do?
How are you?
Have you seen the gun, Mr. Park?
Not for ages. You're a detective, eh?
Yeah. Mind if I ask where you were this morning? About 10 o'clock.
Why? Frankly, I was at my bookies.
And where's that?
I can't tell you, but I'll call him and you can check it.
Were you and Brad together at all times during the horse show the night of Keith Hanson's murder?
No. Brad wandered away a couple of times, and I saw some people I knew.
Well, you know how it is. We'd meet at intervals.
Archie, you're wasting your time. None of us is guilty. I made a fool of myself, that's all. Tom Wilcox was such a decent man that I hated to see him have to pay for taking Keith Hanson's rotten life.
If a man's guilty, why should you butt in? You never use your head.
Pat is one person who thinks of others before herself.
Marge, forget it.
Now, you have got private detectives snooping around. What are you after, Goodwin? Who are you working for? Why don't you let my wife alone? The case is closed, isn't it?
Maybe.
Don, this just makes it more interesting to Mr. Goodwin.
As a matter of fact, I think all of you know more than you're telling.
I still think Tom Wilcox killed him. And there's only one reason why Pat should protect him.
Don, that's enough.
Oh, a nice, happy family, suffering all the torments of a guilty conscience. Is that it?
What are you trying to do, Mr. Goodwin? Get your nose poked?
Not exactly.
Well, if not, you'd better leave.
Okay, Mr. King, I'll run along. Mr. Wolfe will be anxiously awaiting to hear about this, so long.
Pat Park's cook verified her alibi for 10 o'clock this morning. Okay, then, what about the other alibis?
Well, Brad's dentist said he didn't get to Brad until about 10:30. His appointment had run over. He wasn't sure if Brad was there at 10 o'clock or not. The nurse was out at that time. Marge's alibi is no good. This mob at Ilse's, the saleswoman, wouldn't have known their own mothers. Don's alibi checked, if we can take the word of a bookie.
Don and Pat, then. They're the only ones who have alibis that checked, huh?
That's right. Are these the reports Inspector Kramer brought?
Mm-hmm.
Keith Hansen's body showed no obvious signs of battering. Lips were swollen and lacerated, clothes disarranged. Knuckles of right hand were skinned, nose fractured. Major contusion over the right eye, and the eyes were closed. A .32 caliber bullet was embedded in the left chest wall. Wow, what a battle.
I am of the opinion that Hansen was battered by two different people. I think someone arrived after Wilcox was thrown out by the manager, and this someone gave Hansen another beating.
Really, boss?
Oh, come, let's have dinner. Then you must get over to Hansen's apartment.
Never do it. I'll never make it.
But I will.
Boss?
Yes, Archie. What have you found at Hansen's place?
Well, the desk yielded one thing of interest. Keith's address book. Marge's name is in there. Apparently, he'd known her before she was married when she was Marge Van Cott.
I see.
Her married name, King, was added in different colored ink. Pat's phone number's there, too, and of course Don's and Brad's office numbers. There are a few bills, but no letters and no clues.
You sure?
Boss, I have combed the place. There's nothing. Hey, wait a minute. I'll call you back. Who's there? Who's there?
Archie. Oh, no, I dislike the banging of doors. Sign of ill breeding. Archie. Archie, what happened to you?
Target for tonight? Archie Goodwin.
Your forehead's bleeding. You better have Fritz fix it.
Now, my head can wait. Some guy certainly surprised me at Hanson's, creased me on the forehead. Good thing I snapped off the lights. He'd emptied his gun at me. We scuffled and he got away, and then I dug the slug out of a chair. I think it's a .32, but look at this, boss. A little round piece of glass. I found it on the floor.
Very small, very smooth, and concavo-convex in shape. Oh, half an inch diameter.
Watch crystal?
No, I don't think so. The edges are too smoothly ground. I'll examine it under a magnifying glass.
I'll get it, boss. Oh, hi, Tom. Come on in. It's Mr. Wilcox, boss.
Hey, Archie. Hey, what's happened to you?
Somebody tried to scalp me.
Good evening, Mr. Wilcox.
The red leather chair, Tom.
Archie, please finish your report. Did you notice anything else of importance in Hansen's apartment?
Is that where this happened?
Yeah. There were dozens of girls' photos scattered around.
Photos, but no letters, Archie.
Not a one.
There must be some letters, Archie. Love letters, wherever we have girls' photos and telephone numbers. I assure you there are bound to be love letters. That is what we must find, and then we'd have a motive.
Yeah, but where do I look?
Go to Hansen's dressing room at the Club Diablo. I just phoned the place. Female singer is substituting for Hansen, but she won't arrive until this upper hour. Mr. Wilcox, accompany Mr. Goodwin, if you please. Keep your eyes open. I need the boy.
Oh, then you do love me, boss. Come on, Tom. Let's take a look at the Club Diablo.
I fixed it up with a stage doorman. Here, this is Hansen's dressing room.
What a layout. His dressing room's fancier than most of the Met stars get.
Hansen fixed it up himself. A bar, refrigerator, hot plate, television set. Yeah, he could live here.
Some of this stuff could be the new girl singers.
I don't think so.
All right, let's get to work, Tom. Take the drawers in his dressing room table.
What are we looking for, Archie?
Mr. Wolfe says the motive. And he means letters. Well, there's nothing here. There's nothing in the desk. New singer must have cleaned it out for her things.
Nothing in the books.
All right, don't pass up that refrigerator.
Nope, empty. Hey, there is something here. Back of the ice cube trays. Come here.
Oh, wow. Mr. Wolfe said there had to be letters, and so there are. Letters. Lots of them. Oh, hey, here's one from Marge. And another. Oh, and look here. Really confidential letters from a dozen society girls.
There's something else in the back.
A bank book. Well, what do you know? A singer like Keith didn't make this much.
No, that kind of money didn't come from crooning.
This guy Keith was really shaking down these babes.
Archie, someone's coming.
All right,
Listen.
quick, get behind the door and grab him. Douse the lights. Go. All right, hold it, Tom. Oh, it's you two.
You dirty rat! Hitting a woman!
Tom, what are you and Archie doing here?
The letters. Archie, you found them.
Archie, please, give me those letters.
Don't touch. I'll just put them safely away in my pocket. Besides, you didn't write all of these.
Give them to me. At least give me my letters.
I'll tell you what. You go on home and stay there, and we'll leave it up to Mr. Wolfe. Tom, take him outside. I want to use this phone.
Come along, ladies. Let us oblige Mr. Goodwin. I'll meet you at the stage door, Archie.
Hey, the lights. Who's here?
Put the phone up, Goodwin.
Who are you?
I'll get you.
What happened? Are you hurt? Here, let me help you.
Oh, I'm all right. He lied. Oh, I guess. Oh, my head. Did you see anybody?
No, I didn't. I shouldn't have left you.
I turned out the lights before I saw him. He whispered. Got away with all the evidence. Where are the girls?
I sent them home in a cab.
All right, let's get over to Mr. Wolfe. Oh, this is tough luck. If I'm not mistaken, his next move will be to have a little get-together with all concerned. Well, come on.
Archie, the door. Our guests are arriving.
Excuse me, Tom. Come in, Inspector Kramer.
Goodwin?
Good evening, Inspector.
Well, Mr. Wolfe, got the killer yet? You said you'd hand him over to me this evening.
In time, Inspector. You know Tom Wilcox, of course.
Mr. Wilcox.
Good evening, Inspector.
What about the ballistics report, Inspector?
Well, the bullet was shot from the same gun that killed Hanson.
And that gun, I am certain, came from the home of Pat and Don Parks. Marge and Brad King also had access to it. I have one more bullet here, Inspector, one fired at Mr. Goodwin. I'm sure it was also shot from the same gun. However, it isn't important now.
It isn't important. It almost cost me my life.
Oh, you can make it into a charm if you wish. Inspector Kramer, before our other guests arrive, I must tell you that Mrs. Park lied on the witness stand. She was not with Tom Wilcox at the time Keith Hansen was murdered. In fact, they were absolute strangers.
What?
Sit down, Inspector. 4 other guests are due to arrive any minute.
Well, who are the other guests?
Patricia and Don Park, Marge and Brad King. One or all is involved in the Hansen murder. Archie, do any of these people wear spectacles?
No, none of them.
Well, do you know why this person killed Hanson, Mr. Wolfe?
Well, first of all, Hansen was a blackmailer. The girl Marge was the current victim. The letters Hansen held were the threat. I'll explain later.
Well, then, Pat must have thought that Marge killed Hansen to get the letters, and she lied on the stand to save Tom's life because she believed Tom was innocent.
Well, where is this Marge King? I'll have her picked up.
Sit down, Inspector. Archie, I believe our guests are arriving now.
Come in.
Hello, Archie.
Hey, Archie.
Good evening. Archie, chairs. Inspector Kramer, Patricia and Don Park, Marge and Brad King, and this is Tom Wilcox.
We met at the Club Diablo this afternoon.
All right, Mr. Wolfe. Which one is it?
Oh, patience, Inspector. One of these 5 people is the murderer of Keith Hansen, the killer.
What is this nonsense?
All right, please sit down. Mr. Wolfe is speaking. Go ahead, boss.
Any one of you had sufficient motive to have committed the Hansen murder. Not one of you has established a bona fide alibi. You who are actually innocent must tell the truth, or you shall all suffer as accessories after the fact.
Mr. Wolfe, you're wasting your time.
Marge, several years ago you were secretly married to Keith Hansen.
What?
It lasted but 1 week. You gave Keith the money to get a divorce from you in Mexico. He didn't, which made you a bigamist when you married Brad. Huh? Keith was all set to blackmail you. He knew your husband, Brad, was wealthy.
Well, Marge, is this true?
Yes. Please, Brad, I thought he got the divorce.
If I'd known that, I would have killed Hansen myself.
Well, maybe you did kill him.
Oh, one minute, Archie. Patricia, you lied on the stand to protect Tom Wilcox here because you believed your sister, Marge, was guilty of Hansen's murder. Why did you believe her guilty? Were you there at the scene of the crime?
Marge, it's time to tell the truth and clear all this up.
You know, you won't be satisfied till you're in jail.
Will you shut up?
Quiet, please. Go ahead, Marge.
All right. Keith Hansen was shot from the bedroom while I stood talking to him in the living room.
You went there to buy back your letters?
Yes. Pat drove me to his apartment. There was no place to park, so she said she'd drive around the block until I came out. That's why she's never been sure whether I killed him or not.
That's right, because I feel I might have shot him if I'd been in your place because of what Hansen did.
What was it he did?
Keith Hansen demanded $10,000 in exchange for the letters. Pat loaned me the money so Brad wouldn't know.
What? Is that true, Pat? You loaned her $10,000?
I got to Keith's apartment about 9:30. He looked awful. He obviously had been in a fight. The room was messed up and his nose was bleeding.
Yeah, go on.
He went to the bedroom to get the letters and came back saying they were gone. I didn't believe him. Keith said he knew who'd taken them and he'd have them back by morning. He grabbed the money from me and put it in his pocket. He was just about to tell me who took the letters when there was a shot from the bedroom door. Keith Hansen fell to the floor, but I didn't see anyone. I wanted to get my money from his coat pocket, Pat's money, but I couldn't touch him. His staring, wide-open eyes were horrifying. I ran and I ran.
Poor baby. Why didn't you tell me? I think you're lying, young lady. You took the gun from your sister's desk, and when Keith Hansen didn't produce the letters, you deliberately shot him. You didn't even offer him any money. You kept it yourself.
No, I didn't. Oh, Pat, don't believe him.
Inspector Kramer, she's innocent. I know who did it.
No, Brad, stop.
Brad, what are you saying?
All right, break it up. Yes, so do I know Brad. That's why you left the horse show. I thought you were guilty all along.
All right, Inspector. Now you know.
I don't get this, boss.
Inspector, ladies and gentlemen, please. First of all, which of you had some medical training?
Medical training? Well, Keith Hansen and I both went to medical school. Why?
That's most enlightening, Mr. Park.
Marge and I were nurses' aides during the war.
Oh, perhaps you can interpret this medical phraseology for me. These few lines here from this little medical book. Would you, Archie, hand it to Don Park. Would you read it, please? Top of page 75.
It says, the form of pernicious anemia commonly found in the human is...
Now, Don. Hold your hand over your right eye. Read on.
What?
Also common to the many lower...
Now cover the left eye and read with the other.
What is this?
Go ahead.
many lower animals, and this light isn't so good.
Step close to me. Yes, thank you, Mr. Park. Here's the contact lens for your right eye. I'm sure you've been tremendously handicapped without it all day. Inspector Don Park, he's your murderer.
All right, don't move, Park.
But keep away, I warn you.
Tom!
Yep.
Drop that gun, Park.
All right, John out. I got this gun. Okay. All right, there you are, Inspector. He's all yours.
Okay, come on.
Okay, Goodwin, but I'll get out of this.
You trapped yourself down by a contact lens. It dropped from your eye during the scuffle, when the music started. It dropped from your eye during the scuffle with Archie in the Hanson apartment this afternoon. The gun Archie just took from you is undoubtedly the murder weapon and the gun that fired the bullets at Wilcox and Archie today.
Hey, Tom, you all right? There's blood on the side of your head.
Just grazed my scalp. You and I must have hard heads.
That's that. Thanks so much, Inspector, for dropping in. Come again, won't you?
This was a rough day's work, boss.
Some beer, Archie, please.
Right. Hey, what was that business about the medical training?
Oh, well, Marge said the body of Keith had staring, wide-open eyes, preventing her from touching the body. The police found the eyelids closed. How did they get closed?
It must have bothered Don, too, and he closed them. His medical training.
Right. A layman would never touch the eyes of the dead. Marge couldn't, not even to get back the $10,000.
All right, here's your beer.
Yeah.
Now, why did Don do all this, boss?
Well, obviously, he learned of Hanson's blackmail scheme was trying to force him to agree to split Margie's 10 grand. Don was quite startled a minute ago to learn that Pat, his own wife, put up the money. However, when they heard Marge arriving, Don stepped into the bedroom and found Marge's letters in there. Must have hidden in the closet.
Then, as Keith Hansen was about to speak Don's name, Don shot him and took Marge's money. Of course, he planned to carry on a blackmailing of Marge himself, thinking the money would come from Brad.
Yes. And you are warming that beer with your hot little hand. Pour it, please.
And there you are.
You have had a rough day. Beaten twice, lost 2 interesting women. Tonight you may open your bedroom window. Good night, Archie.
You have been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet, and I wasn't supposed to say that.
You've been listening to The New Adventures of Nero Wolfe, starring Sidney Greenstreet.
Echo it here.
Tonight's transcribed story by Gladys Williams was based on the characters created by Rex Stout. This is an Edwin Fadiman production, produced and directed by J. Donald Wilson. In the cast were Harry Bartell as Archie, Goodwin, and Mary Lansing, Gene Bates, Paul Marion, Bonnie Phillips, Ken Peters, and Bill Johnstone. Next week at this same time, Nero Wolfe and Archie will bring you the case of the lost heir. Don Stanley speaking. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC. You've been listening to Reps.
I know, you gotta do those. I gotta stand up.
You have been listening to a Reps recreation of the radio drama Nero Wolfe and the episode A Slight Case of Perjury that was broadcast on April 6, 1951. Today you have heard Nero Wolfe played by David Ossman. Archie Goodwin played by Larry Albert. Tom Wilcox played by Dean T. Moody. Patricia Park played by Lindsey Dabek. Marge King played by Leah Carrell. Brad King played by Philip Proctor. Don Park played by Ron Asbert. And Inspector Kramer played by Philip Proctor. Live sound effects performed by Bruce Johnson. Recorded music cues played by Lindsey Dabek. Recorded sound effects in sound and light engineering were provided by Jim Dolan, Cody Christ, Jack Taylor. Video production was provided by Ryan Asbert. The program was directed by Lindsey Dabek. And this is your announcer, Mark Dabek, speaking.
And also Alice Watson on sound effects. Sorry, I didn't get you in the credits, Alice. Great job. All right, thank you so much. Let's do a cast photo, and then we'll have another part of the program. All right, stay tuned for Q&A with Bill Proctor and David Ossman.
Squeeze in, squeeze in.
Very productive, solved multiple murders.
Oh, boy, that was 5 of them.
Not too shabby.
How many murders?
They sure. Good story, though. It looks like you escaped a couple of shootings.
I live in Seattle. Never was attacked by beginnings.
There we go.
The sloth is set in.
boy has to sit a little too down.
These mics are so live, you know, you just can't get in. You can't touch them. Oh, boy.
Maybe we're doing some more stuff.
I hope so.
All right, that's the last of the shows, but stay tuned, and we're going to have an evening with Phil Proctor and David Ossman, and we're going to just have some... We'll take some audience questions, and we'll just have a nice, relaxing time with two legends. So give us just a minute to get ready.
Yeah, me too.